That sounds amazing. You mentioned the word AI. Nowadays, we are seeing actually more automotive players in there that are more think like a tech company when it comes to talent acquisitions. So let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room, AI. And when we were both at Frankfurt School, we have actually done the case studies on Tesla. That we actually get learn that Tesla is actually not an automotive company, but more of a data company. So when it comes to the German automotive scenes, what do you think about it? Do you think AI is really a change maker, or do you think it's just a buzzword that exists out there that's the hype?
No, it's not on hype. Definitely not. It may be, it's a little bit overhyped maybe in some months, but in the end, if we look deeper, it's really a fundamental change that we can see here. Because AI basically combines all the stuff we had before. Think about the programming, the testing, and for sure also the learning stuff. We can learn much more faster. We can automate things. We can also combine things. We can also make teams more effective and more innovative in some ways. Think about collaboration across different functions or different industries. If we also talk about the collaborations, automotive and outside, so for example, startups and so on. And this will have, in the end, a big impact on the overall value chain, how the value is created. And this will be massively supported and maybe also leveraged by AI. Currently, we have a lot of experimenting and prototyping on single things in the market. So think about product development. You get some suggestions of maybe best practices. You get an optimized knowledge management, which is really fine, and people are really working with it and tangle it. But in the end, it will also affect the whole value chain as said, and also think about the leadership structures need to change, because managing people will be more different in the future if we have a broader use of AI.
That's very clear. And when you compare with the US automotive industry and then the German automotive industry, do you think legislation is there to play a very big role when it comes to implementing AI?
Yeah, we have for sure in Europe different AI legislations, also DSGVO regulation, which is a difficult stuff to handle. And people for sure who are also European companies here need to regard this into their solution building. But also if you think about Asia and US, there's different regulation frameworks for AI. So this is really a challenge if you think about R&D across the globe, or also production facilities around the globe, where to use and apply to what AI framework. This is really a challenge at the moment, where you also need a very good legal AI department, which is also very few seen currently at the companies.
And as mentioned, I think one of the great reasons why we invited you here is because you have a wealth of experience and you see through all the shift, like how the traditional automotive industry worked, and now you're helping all those